first thing to do before changing your oil is either get jack stands or ramps and put your car up. Let's get it started. So what you would like to do is put wheel chocks on the rear tires so that way the car cannot go anywhere. So the items that you will need would be a drain bucket to catch the oil, a wrench with a filter cap, or you can use a filter wrench, a 14 millimeter wrench to get off the drain bolt on this Toyota Corolla, some brake clean to clean off the residual oil, and some oil, of course. The car usually calls for 020, but we like to put in 5W30 full synthetic. And last but not least, the most important thing, the oil filter. The other tools that you'll need on this job includes some gloves so you don't get your hands dirty, and a creeper board. Let's get started, guys. First, we'd like to screw off the cap here, the fill cap. Lay it off there, and pull out the dipstick a little bit just so some air can come in and it can let the fluid flow out easier, right? Alright guys, so we look for the engine, and then we look for the engine oil pan, which is under the car right here. To drain the oil, you must first use the 14 millimeter wrench and remove this drain bolt. All the oil will come out. Over here on this particular car, we have a filter cartridge which is inside this. So you would have to use the filter cap that I showed you in the beginning and pull this off, and inside will be the filter cartridge. Let's just get started. First thing we want to do, slide the bucket towards the pan, take our 14 millimeter wrench and push towards the passenger tire. Woo, this thing's hard, boy. Now the trick to not getting your hand messy is to just keep turning the drain bolt while pushing it into the pan. And then all of a sudden, when you get the chance, just see if I can do this without making a mess.
Yeah, preferably not making a mess on me.
Ready, set,
Go.
woo! I made somewhat of a mess, but yeah, you get the idea. What I like to do is just cap it back for a little bit, just so the oil can just build up a little bit in here while I loosen the filter. So let's just wipe that off. Let that kind of go its course. This is where the filter wrench comes into place. Gotta put it on here snug. Make sure is on any filter or whenever you remove any drain bolt, you want to make sure that any washer or anything is not stuck to the end here, which we have one here that's kind of stuck, and I need to get them off, because if you double gasket or double washer, that's bad. It'll start to leak oil. Come on, get off. There we go. Right off. Alright guys, so this is what the filter cap looks like. This is what the drain bolt looks like, and this is the washer that was stuck on the end. It's always good to change your washer with a new washer after every oil change, alright? Here's the new filter. Got it from my friends at Corolla. This is what the filter cartridge looks like. Alright. It comes. So, first thing we want to do, take a small screwdriver or a flathead, and the O-ring is in here. Just kind of pull it off. Now, I don't know if you can see, but this right here is where the O-ring sits in. Put this sucker on. What you want to do also is just try to get some your finger on some oil, new oil, old oil, it doesn't matter, just to get it moisturized so it doesn't rip, because it can rip. If it rips, then it leaks. We don't want that. So slide it on like so. So it sits in that ridge, if you can see. That's the ridge right there. Make sure it's all the way around. Perfect. Now all we do is just simply take the cartridge, slide it in. That's it. Now let's get the sucker back installed in the car. And for the drain bolt, we get our new O-ring and we just put it back in. That's the color washer that comes with the drain bolt. Right, and let's go back to the car and get this situated. First guys, we're going to replace the drain bolt back. Let us tighten up the plug. You don't want to tighten too tight because you can crack the pan or strip the bolt. So what you want to do is just put it nice and snug. Snug pull. Good enough. Same thing with the filter cap. It can crack. So just give it a nice snug. Give this drain bolt one more check before we leave. Pull towards the driver's side. Snug. Right, let's get out from under here. dipstick, put it aside. Make sure you don't drop it. Remove the cap, put it aside. Get a funnel, make sure it's clean. No dirt in here because you do not want particulates in your engine. That'll just mess things up. Put it right there. Now this car is a 4-cylinder. I know it takes 4 quarts of oil. If you are unsure how many quarts of oil your car takes, what you could do is just put in 4 quarts and start the engine and let it just till the oil light comes off, and then check the dipstick. And when you check the dipstick, what you're gonna be looking for is to make sure that it's in the middle of these 2 holes. So right around here. Anything over, too much. Anything under, too little. Just make sure it's perfect right there. So I'll show you shortly. So what we're gonna do is just put in 4 quarts in this. Making our way into the car. What we want to do is wait till the oil light comes off. The oil light came off. Alright, and now we want to check the dipstick. Ryan. Alright, so now we have the car on a flat level surface. You want to just check the oil. So pull the dipstick, wipe it clean first, put it back in, and check. Flip it around. Looks like there's barely anything, so let's just wipe it one more time. Pull the dipstick, wipe it clean first. Back in and pull. Let's see where he's at. So it stops right about there, so it's pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Right, you just want to make sure everything's tight and clean. All right, don't cut. Wait, don't cut. Let me just close the hood. That's that. Cool. Guys, now that everything is all finished, let me show you how to reset the oil light on these cars particularly. Guys, now that everything is all finished, let me show you how to reset the oil light on these cars particularly. So what you want to do is turn the car on, go to trip A, turn the car off, hold trip A button while turning the key simultaneously. Let me see if I can do hold trip A, turn it on, see how it's blinking. Basically it's resetting, and you see how the maintenance is running? There we go, so it's reset. So what I do is I usually clear trip A and trip B till it reaches 4,500 miles and I'm good to go. Then you just record your mile and put it in your maintenance book so you know when you change the oil last. Alright? Have a good one, guys. Alright guys, so that was an episode on how to change your oil. There are 2 different types of oil filters, just so you know. There's a cartridge type, which is the paper type, like that was on this Corolla. And tomorrow I'll be doing an oil change on my sister's CRV, which is a Honda. And those filters are more of a hard cartridge, like this kind, but this is a can. Just an example. I'll show you that on the video, and it's the same thing. Oil changes are all the same thing. It's just the filter and the drain plug, drain the oil, and then put oil back in the car. Same exact thing. Sometimes the filters are located on a different spot in the engine, but they're never too far away from the drain bowl. Some Nissans, for example, they're located under the fender well by the tire, but it's close to the drain bolt, like I said. Yeah, so wherever you see the drain bolt, just look around and you'll see the oil filter. Right? Have a good day, guys.